Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome to the Waupun Community Center here for this closing day of the senior class tournament here for the state of Wisconsin. This is the 37th annual Wisconsin Senior Class Tournament. We play 7th place, 5th place, 3rd place, and championship hockey today. We're starting out today at the 8:30 game here with Section 1 versus Section 7. For the 7th place game. See if we can get the camera up here and running. There we go. Thanks for jumping on and following. Section 1 has been competitive, but unfortunately hasn't been able to score that victory as of yet. And the same thing with Section 7. Unfortunately for Section 7, they have not had their own players here, which again to me is, as I talked about before, very surprising. When I talk about not our own players here, I mean there are some. There's about 6, I believe, that came here from the actual section, and for some reason the others decided that they were not going to play and quit, and that left Coach Kinsler in a big bind here. It's not only is there a loss of funds that are needed to help cover the expenses here, because this is not a profit maker for the Coaches Association, but it also has now left them to try and recruit to find some other players that will be able to step in, and that's meant that there's several juniors that are locally that are playing. There's a couple that are from Waupun, and there's a couple that are from Fond du Lac, and it's not that they can't play, it's just not the same as seniors who've had that extra year of experience and extra year of drive and training. We'll be ready to face off here shortly. They've already talked with the officials. They'll do our lineup here in our national anthem as they'll introduce the players. I guess that's the one benefit of being here in the first game. Typically, I don't think there's any national anthem for the remainders. I also hope that you were able to remain safe last night with the weather that was here, and had no problem getting the ice off your windshields or the snow, or able to move around the Waupun area. I know I was surprised when I was leaving here last night that there was that much ice out on the roads. I want you to listen here. The great Scott Van Galen is back here, and he's singing the national anthem. Thank you, Scotty Van Galen, and welcome back to the ice rink for the announcing today. We really appreciate it. As you were sharing with me before, it has been one busy March for Scotty, so he was unable to be here yesterday, but it's great to have him back. And that's not to say that Corey Buckles didn't do a great job, because he did an awesome job filling in for Scotty, but Scotty's our regular announcer that takes all of the high school games, and usually he'll do the championship weekend of tournaments. If you're not familiar with the senior class tournament here in Wisconsin, it's run by the Hockey Coaches Association, and there's 8 sections that the state is split up into for the state tournament series, and each section then has its own senior class team. So section 1 is located in Baldwin, Somerset area over by River Falls, so northwest-ish. I'm going to not really call it Northwest Central, but it is because we have a team that's even further north yet. And then the Section 7 team is a team that's Waukesha area, and Janesville, Beloit. And that's unfortunately the team that wasn't able to fill their entire roster. So we're going to go with the drop of the puck. Today is going to be a little bit faster, hopefully, as far as the time in between. 2 hours each game this time, so hopefully they'll stay right on track. And we'll see if we can get here into announcing mode here quickly. Going back there for it, number 5, that's Tanner Schultz from Fond du Lac. Making a move, gets across the line, fires towards the net. Missed wide. Trying to see who is in goal today. In the blue, the Columbia Blues is listed. I believe that is Joe LaForge from Kenosha. And I'm trying to figure out who's in the white. Several Waupun players again in here, juniors that are filling in. I believe that there's 4, and there's 2 from Fond du Lac. So see how well they can work here. LaForge puts that into the corner after a nice shot there. Right out front, LaForge is able to seal it. See if I can get this goalie moving here and see if I can pick up who that is. .15:37 left here in the first period. Hopefully you can see the clock. That's number 3 for the white team. That's Colton Avery from Spooner. Dumped it down here as one of the defensemen. Also out there on the attack, there's number 14 out there is Cole Mensing from Menominee. Number 10 is out there as well. That's Taylor Berger. Berger's from Superior. I take that back, as I was talking about earlier. Section 1 is the farthest north and west team that we have. That was my mistake. At least I think so. I think what's throwing me off here is that there's a player from Superior, so maybe not. That might have been an extra player, because I still thought that there's a team from Ashland that has a couple of Ashland players on it. LaForge with a nice save there. Section 1 on the attack. They're disappointed that they haven't gotten a victory yet, so they're going to see if they can sneak one out here. Good pass over there. That's the number 17, Malachi Buckles, who's one of the juniors that's playing for Waupun. That's turned over to number 8, Jake Bergmanis from River Falls. Hauled way there to his defenseman. That's Griffin, Parker Griffin from Amory that took that shot. Trying to move it across into the zone, and does. Cleared into the neutral zone. That's picked up. Number 12 is Jacob Iverson from West Salem. Section 7 has players from all over the place again, because unfortunately they did not field the team as they were expected to. Number 16, that's Max Ersted from Fond du Lac. He's one of the juniors. Picked up here, number 10, makes a move right there. Nice job. Oh my goodness. Number 10 does a nice job there of moving all the way across. Pulls the goalie with him and sitting right there in the back door, not moving. Was the forward. I got to see who that was that scored that. But it was a great pass by Taylor Berger. We'll have to pick up who that scorer is. Well, usually the first one across the bench, that was Jake Carlson from Baldwin, who came in there and that's what they're claiming would be the tip in, so we'll have to see who it was. I hope it was Jake. He did a nice job there, sitting there. But 10 was the impressive move to me. Here he is again. That is Taylor Berger. Gets it over here to his partner, 9, giving it to each other. That was nice work there. Again, Alex Bishop from Baldwin. LaForge having to battle that one off. Right back out front. Picked up there, number 2, tries to shoot it down in there. That's Dominic Abbott from Somerset. All the way back out here. Down in the corner. Once again, Carlson there on the back door. That time he was unable to get a full swing at it as the defenseman had his stick covered. That's wide. Still held into the zone. That's going to... Oh, nice job there by the defenseman. I thought that was going to leak out. That's Abbott able to hold it in. Now making a good move there. I think that's Griffin Layfield. That's what it looks like it is. Griffin from Waupun, one of the juniors that's stepping in. Coming now quickly with it. It's number 17. He went sideways and had caused Berger to get off. Number 17 is Nick Longsdorf. 9 was with goal scorer, so protocol broken here to mess up the cameraman who wasn't able to see it. So 9 with the goal. That's Alex Bishop from Baldwin. I should have known that. I could see it was a single-digit number. Banging off of the board here, coming with speed. Way up here, number 17. No icing as he's got his stick on it. Right in the center slot. Byron LaForge unable to see that one, or off angle a little bit, and there was another shot scored. That one looks like that might have been, not sure, maybe number 8. I'm a little bit slow this morning right now, so I'm trying to see if I can get the focus here. I'll get it from Scotty Van Galen, obviously, but it would have been nice if I would have caught it first. So it's 2-0 is your score, though. Section 1 with the lead. Looking pretty sharp out here so far, moving the puck. 12 minutes left here in the first period. That's Griffin from Amory picking it up. Battling down here. I still didn't pick up who the goal was. 16, there's goal. Nice shot there. That's Max Ersted from Fond du Lac, one of the juniors. He's able to sneak one through. I think that's Zach Bishop that's out there. Ersted through the 5-hole. Brings the score 2-1. Congratulations there to Max Ersted. Assist was given to number 5. I didn't pick up the goal scorer again, so I'll see if I can get that information. Oh, sure what happened there, but bodies were flying. All off of the skate there, number 15, trying to play a little bumper shot there. Held in, comes back into the neutral zone. Going in with speed, here comes number 15. Bishop comes out and plays it. Makes a nice play there. Carlson, nice job. LaForge was able to get there. Wow, very impressed by the splits there, but it would miss the net. There's a nice takedown. Number 3, Colton Avery from Spooner took down Malachi Buckles. So it looks like that Section 7 will have a power play opportunity here with a score 2-1 here in the first period. Ersted's goal for Section 7 was unassisted. Seeing here how they'll work their power play. Sorry about that again. If you're not, I'm a one-man show, so I want to make sure you understand that. Do not claim to be doing this professionally. I'm still learning how to do this well. Don't know that I will. 2-1 here on the shorthanded. Oh, and number 14 tries to take the shot instead of passing it to his partner. Cole Mensing had Nick Longsdorf wide open and moving the puck and trying to move the goalie. Instead, he tries to go through the legs, unable to even get it there. Here comes Erstad again, working the puck around. Setting, tries to get it into the slot, unable to do so. Griffin Leafy with it from Waupun. He tries to dangle through. Picked up now here by number 14, Menzing. See what he does this time. That time he goes through the feet. Nice defensive play there by Tanner Schultz. And the net's off. 1:04 left here on the power play for Section 7. I don't think they've got a shot off yet. A couple of breakaway opportunities here for Section 1 on the shorthanded opportunities. So just so you're aware of what happens here is that my camera, unless I'm actually doing the video recording, likes to turn off about every 7 to 10 minutes. So it's going to run a commercial for the Sony Handycam. And if I catch it right away, I'll flip it in so we don't miss any of the action. And also, because it's running this on YouTube, and it's almost like YouTube doesn't want to understand hockey, I have to stop the broadcast in between each period. They don't want me to waste the air time, I think is what is basically what they're calling me spamming the system by letting it run here with just a Zamboni going across the ice. So it certainly is not a hockey TV. That's going to come all the way down. LaForge plays it, a knockdown there, great hands there, number 12. That's Jared Lee from Grantsburg. Knocked that one down. Now coming back to set it, here's number 9. That's Tristan Mack from DeForest. That's going to fly over the top of the net. Slamming on the brakes there for Section 1. Trying to chip it. Knocked down there. Held up at the line. Now is number 10 there, Taylor Berger. Both teams at full strength here. Icing is the call. 8:46, almost halfway through the first period already. So when I do end up shutting off after the period, all you have to do is the same link exists, but it doesn't, it'll just run this previous recording unless you refresh your computer, refresh the YouTube app. And then it'll bring up the rest of the next period that we're broadcasting live. So welcome again to the Waupun Community Center here for the 37th Annual Wisconsin Senior Class Tournament. Nice walk in there. I think LaForge was able to keep that 5-hole close. Good speed closing in there. That was number 11, Jake Carlson from Baldwin. Joseph LaForge from Kenosha is the goalie representing Section 7. I would say that this tournament, regardless of the fact that Section 7 hasn't been able to bring in all their seniors, has really still been very competitive. They have not been blown out. There's a nice move there from number 11, Carter Schramm. Gets it into the zone, then has it knocked away. Pressure, Schramm and Erstad. Schramm bangs it into the wall. Schramm is a junior from Waupun. Erstad is this junior from Fond du Lac. That comes out here. Nice shot by number 5, Tanner Schultz. He's a junior from Fond du Lac. Holding it in. Right to the slot. Nice job there. Erstad went wide as he tried to do a spinorama. Had an opportunity. Max has already scored the 1 goal here for Section 7. Now bringing it in on the attack. That's a great move there from number 3. I believe that is Colton Avery. Out front. LaForge trying to hold it. Nice splits. Oh, and a job there diving to hold that puck out of the net. Section 1 on the attack has put a lot of pressure on LaForge. That's number 10, Dylan Pierce, to 4, Jack Deedy from Brookfield. I haven't had a chance to make sure that I get everybody here. 15 is Jarrett Buckles. He's a junior from Waupun playing here. Moves it up here to number 10 to Dylan Pierce. Pierce is from Toma. Into the slot now, number 12 had an opportunity and had to take it off of his stick. That was Jacob Iverson. Now coming hard, number 14, off of the pad of LaForge. He stayed with him. That's Cole Menzing from Menominee. Oh, blows an edge. Went sliding into the board himself. Menzing picks it up. He has it, looks. has a drop, does. And there's a nice attack there, but LaForge, I think, was able to stop it. That's what we're waiting there for the puck to move, but started moving it. I think that is Jared Buckles playing as a defenseman. I think he is. That's not the usual spot for Jared. Big difference from being center to being a defenseman. That's Griffin Leafy there for Waupun. It's going around. Did a nice job of forcing it wide. Ends up being a turnover here. So again, we got a whole bunch of juniors, and I think this whole line is all juniors. It is. And they are the ones that have put all the great attack out there so far. Perfect opportunity. Unfortunately, you're not going to see a lot of scouts here at this time. That was not offsides, I guess. Try to knock it down in front. That's going to be a high stick. Face off right down here in the zone as Section 1 was able to. .525 left here in the first period. 2-1 is your score. Section 1 scored 2 quick goals. And then after that, LaForge has been solid in net. Hammered. Number 9 there. That's Tristan Mack from DeForest. Drills that one, and unfortunately it went 6 feet or so over the net and then into the netting. Stepping up to pick it up. Nice give and go here. That's number 6. I haven't mentioned Brian Chaineman today from Plymouth. Played with the Sheboygan Red Raiders in their co-op. Nice crisp pass there. Caught nice on the stick by Jake Bermanis, number 8. And that's knocked away with a nice job there. And now somebody's going to go down with a trip. LaForge is able to seal it. Number 15. Who was that? That was Jared Buckles. I thought he was going to get called for the trip. Did not. 4:42 here in the first period. 2-1 is their score here at the Waupun Community Center for the 37th annual Wisconsin Senior Class Tournament. All 37 have been played in this facility. I want to say that the rink was finished and started about 75. Oh, unbelievable. Nice work there. Good post for LaForge. He'll take that as Jake Carlson hammered that one right square into the post after he had the wide open net. That's going to be an offsides here as the puck popped up in the air. Number 9, that's Alex Bishop. Haven't said much about him this morning yet. Although he did have a goal. He was sitting back on the back door. He had the first goal of the game. Coming through the neutral zone now, number 11, that's Carter Schramm, one of the juniors from Waupun, off of the blocker, and Zach Bishop, goalie from Baldwin, is able to secure it. If you haven't had a chance to get here to Waupun sometime to see this ice rink, I think it would be one of those things that I would put on my checkoff list. I'm not going to say it's a bucket list must, but you're traveling through the state of Wisconsin anytime from, basically from, I think it's usually October. Fires into Bishops as number 10. Dylan Pierce on the back side was Tanner Schultz calling for it. For being built in the 70s, this does not look like that as a facility, at least on the outside appearances. When you talk about the equipment, like the glycol system, that's a little old because that's built into the concrete, and the association's been thinking about how they're going to replace that here someday. When you're talking about probably a mill to replace it. Add a couple more 100,000. Whoops, there's that commercial break I talked about. Erstead with it now from Fond du Lac goes to reset. Put the compressors in there, and it's probably a little bit more. LaForge was able to keep that shot from going in. That's number 14 walking around with it. Had an opportunity to drop. This is the only one thing that Mr. Longsdorf needs to understand, that here not only are scouts looking to see who can handle the puck, they want to see who's a team player, who will move the puck. Nice job there, picked off by Jarrett Buckles, unable to get the shot off, comes back through the crease. Back the other way, section 1 fires LaForge off of the face mask, it sounded like, or the edge of the stick. Unable to seal it. Still 2:24 here in the first. Banged up, give and go. Here comes Carter Schramm with it now. Number 17, nice job there with the footwork. That is Malachi Buckles. He's one of our juniors here also from Waupun. So really, hopefully, expect to see these guys in the real senior class next year, and hopefully that they'll have some great hockey before then. Nice job there by Jarrett to break up the 2-1 opportunity. That's going to be no icing with 1:53 left. Going back for it, number 4, Jack Deedy from Brookfield. Gets taken down by Lee from Grantsburg right into the slot for number 6. Unable to get there is Bryant Saneman. Nice block there by Jarrett Buckles. Then LaForge is able to stay square and unable to let that shot go through. Battling, trying to get the puck out. What I do really appreciate about these teams, sorry about that on the camera view, is that neither one of them are smashing each other, which is great to see. Again, this is a senior class tournament. We're supposed to showcase skills, and if your skill is to be the heavy, then I guess you should be smashing, but I would hope you'd want to be known as a player. There it is, nice job. Rebound left out there by Bishop and followed up nicely by Carter Schramm. I don't know who hit that initial shot that's going to get that rebound. I want to say that I think it was number 10 that busted his way down there, which would have been Dylan Pierce. I'll see who I can get the assist coming up here from. So at 50 seconds left here in the first period, we're tied 2-2. Two juniors from Section 7 have been able to put one in. Max Erstead and Carter Schramm from Waupun put in the second goal off of the rebound from Bishop's pad. Came flying way out here to the top of the circle. Tied up there. Swinging all the way across, number 8, unable to pull the trigger because of good defense, but there's a nice opportunity. It nets off. Carlson went over the top with his backhand. 26 seconds left here in the first. Pierce with the assist on the Schramm goal, so he took a nice angle coming into the far right of the net, able to bang it off the far pad that Bishop wasn't expecting, as he had to stick that leg out there, and that brought the rebound right to Schramm. Going with it, Tanner Schultz tried to make a move inside. Back the other way, number 9 off of the inside of his skate. Leafy going into the corner to chase him, looking, goes into the slot. Time. Oh, no, nice cleared out. 5 seconds, fires out front. Nice job there by LaForge and his defenseman as they were trying to pepper the open net in spots, but they were unable to find those holes. That's going to do it here for the first period at the Waupun Community Center for this 37th annual Wisconsin Senior Class Tournament. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes for the second period. We're all tied at 2-2. Thanks for watching Jeff's live stream here on YouTube Live. We'll be back shortly.